In this video, I'm going to show you the app Tellagami. With Tellagami, you can create speaking avatars. So we'll go ahead and open the app by tapping on it, and we'll go ahead and create. Now with Tellagami, you're given a default Gummy to start. That's what the avatar is called. And you can customize that Gummy and make it look however you want. So we're going to start by customizing our character. So we'll tap on character. And you can see we have some different options that we can change on the body and the Gummy's wardrobe. We'll first look at the gender. You can have a male Gummy or a female Gummy. We can change the skin tone. And we're just going to go down this list here on the right. We can change the eye color. We can change the head size by just tapping on head. We can change the hairstyle and hair color. We can also change the clothing, the top of the Gummy and the color. We can change the pants and the color, and we can also change the shoe style and the color. So when you're finished customizing your Gummy, you'll want to tap back on the left-hand side and back again. You can position your Gummy wherever you want to on the scene, so just do that by dragging the Gummy around. You can make the Gummy shorter or taller by pinching in or out. So as I pinch in, I can make the Gummy a little bit shorter and I can move her around. I can change the where the Gummy is located, and we can decide where we want to position her so that it fits best with our background. The next thing we can look at is the emotion. You can start with a neutral face, or if you want the Gummy to deliver some happy news, or maybe they're surprised or angry, you have all of those options with your emotion. We'll go ahead and go back. The next thing we can look at is changing the background. Tellagami comes with 2 packs included. You can see all of these other packs that have a lock in it. Those are in-app purchases. But with the 2 packs, you get some indoor backgrounds and some outdoor backgrounds. Those are free to use. But what I really like with a Tellagami is the fact that you can use your camera and take a picture of your current location, something in your classroom, something outside, and you can put your Tellagami within that background. Or you can access your photo library, your camera roll, and you can have access to any of the pictures that you already have taken to use as a background. So we'll go ahead and use this one. And then once you get the background in place, you can pinch and drag to make it bigger. If it's a large photo, you actually can move it around a little bit. And so you'll want to make sure that the background takes up the entire screen of your Gummy. So when you've got your background, you also have the option to doodle on top of the background. So if you choose Doodle and we choose Brush, this slider here is your brush size, and you can see as you move it to the right it gets bigger, and as you move it to the left it gets smaller. You can also choose a color if you don't like the color that's in there, and we can turn that off, and then we can actually write right on top of the background. So that's another option. You can use the eraser to get rid of it. You can change the fill color, or if you want to get rid of all of the doodle together, you tap clear at the bottom to remove that. So lots of different options with the background. Okay, we'll go back. The last thing that you want to do is you want to give your Gummy a voice. You have 2 options. You can either type in what you want the Gummy to say, and then you can use one of these computer-generated voices for the Gummy, either a male or a female voice. Or you can use your own voice and record that, and so when the Gummy speaks, it will be using your voice. And as you speak and your voice inflects, you'll see the Gummy's lips move, you'll see the gestures that they make with their hands, their eyes will move. So when you're ready, you would just tap record. Record what you want. You have a 30-second time limit for recording your voice. Once that's done, you'll stop, and then it will analyze your voice and it will play it back for you. You can also preview it by tapping preview. So we'll go ahead and go back. Finally, when you've got your Gummy all done, you'll want to share it. If we tap share on the left-hand side, we have all of these different options. We can share it to Facebook, we can share it to Twitter, we can email it, or we can send it as a text message. But what I like to do is actually save it. And when you tap save, this actually creates your Gummy and saves it back to your camera roll or your photo library. Once it's in there, you can incorporate this into a lot of other different apps. So for example, you could bring it into iMovie or Explain Everything or WeVideo and use this to create longer Gummys, because remember with Gummy you have a 30-second time limit. So you could actually record several Gummys and then piece them together in a video editor. So that is the app Tellagami.